Hello and welcome to Thoughts from a Tree. So, following on from the subject last week of creating meaning around why you are doing, or why you're wanting to get into exercise, health, and fitness, and making it more likely to do your health and fitness and to focus on that. Today, we're going to look at the subject of nothing and everything. So, this is a quote from the film Kingdom of Heaven. It's probably one of my best favourite quotes from any film, and that might mean something to you, it might not, but basically at the end of the film, one character says to another character who are fighting over the Holy Land, Jerusalem, so the Kingdom of Heaven, says, why does it mean, or what does it mean to you? And I think Saladin, he's called, turns around back to him and says, it means nothing and it means everything. Now, that quote, it stuck with me. It stuck with me because it fits that thing, and it's based from this thing that's this ongoing war that meant nothing, and it also meant everything. And then the war still goes on in the Holy Land and around the world. This war continues, but also in the mind, in everybody's mind, this kind of thing between nothing and everything continues, and the way our body connects to this, and then that fundamental meaning. Okay, what does it mean? It means nothing and it means everything. So it does, this subject opens up, it like goes off like the branches on these trees. It can go off anywhere and it can keep going off in these places. I'm going to try and keep it linear. I'm going to try and stick to health and fitness. I've wrote some things down here as well to try and keep me focused on health and fitness, because I've no doubt everybody who's watched this, I'll go off into different tangents. So health and fitness. So in terms of health and fitness is in fact nothing and it is everything. If you went to a tribe and you asked them about exercise and their health and fitness, they'd probably look at you like an insane person, because why would you go out and do extra stuff that could consequentially mean you have to eat more to stay alive? But we don't need that. We don't need that survival thing. So we need to exercise and be fit to stay alive, to be abundant in our nature of a human race, as a human being. So it means everything, but it kind of means nothing. And to the body and to the mind, sometimes it means nothing unless you have that meaning, unless you have that purpose behind it. And that goes not only for exercise. Even people say, oh, training is more, practice is more. In theory, it's not. It becomes that, it gets more, but you need a meaning. You need a reason why you're doing this, and a connection. Now, I would argue that if you came out into nature and moved more, then this meaning would become more abundant and it would start to mean more. And this understanding of this means nothing, but it also means everything, would become more, and it would matter more. The physicality, being physically in nature, being physical movement, you suddenly start to get this reason and meaning behind it. So it starts to coincide and correlate to this. So to say nothing, or say something is nothing, it seems very negative, but if you add the everything to it, it becomes a very powerful thing, or I feel that way anyway. So take, in fact, you're looking at what means something to one person means everything to one person, might mean nothing to another person. So you take it as there's two kind of extreme levels, and within those extreme levels provides the grey. But I think everything that's in life falls into that category of being nothing and being everything. And I mean, you can go into some kind of real crazy kind of thoughts on what is real and what is not real, and whether it means nothing, whether it is everything. But like I say, in fact, at any one point we are always nothing and we are always everything, and then we fall within those limits. So let's bring this back to meaning, and the meaning, and why we're exercising, why we're fitness, and what we're doing for this. Because what we want to talk about and what we want to focus on is the fact that, yes, it seems like it's nothing, and at times it might be like, oh gosh, it's nothing, they're not interested, I'm not interested, what am I doing this for? But it means everything, everything to the matter of, you know, what you pass on, what you can inspire somebody else to do, what you can do yourself, what you can achieve for yourself. That is everything to your makeup, your matter, your physicality, but also kind of that in the mind and kind of outside the mind, that greater kind of subject. So, yes, there is something that I want to move on to with this, but I don't want to get too much into it quite yet. And it's that thing of every story matters and every story belongs. And this falls into kind of that same category, but it kind of goes off that little bit more into a bigger, broader subject. So we'll kind of go on to that a bit more, but I just wanted to kind of put it in there because with every story matters, that is kind of your meaning, and sharing that and developing that and believing in that story that is you, and realizing that it does matter, that it is everything, even though at times it may seem like it's nothing. And I think that's a key thing to understand, that even though when you say you're training and you're exercising, and this happens a lot, people fall into this insignificance, that they don't matter, that they're nothing in this, and why should they be doing it, and you know, it's that very negative thought. But what we need to push through is that it matters, and what happens to you, everything that you do matters. It is everything. Every little moment is everything of you, and it matters. And I think it's owning that and seeing that and realizing that you do matter and you do belong, and your story matters and your story belongs, and you to be in your best possible way is a big thing. And again, it comes back to that meaning of why you are doing it or why you should do it. It's finding that why. So whether it's relating it to your family or your friends, a social community, helping somebody else out, which in turn will help you out. It's always matters. Helping out the environment. If you are healthy, the environment is healthy. If you can connect to the environment and make that healthy, then you become more healthy and you become more respectful, and everything starts to work that little bit more just through the fact of finding meaning and the fact that you and your story matter and that you are everything, even though sometimes it might feel like it's nothing. I hope this helps. I'm going to progress this. The next few ones, we've got the subject of going into more of the every story matters and every story belongs, but also we've got one on exile, which seems more negative again than it is. It's kind of working on another quote that basically just stuck into my mind, so I wrote them things down. We went on from there. So I'm going to leave you on the basis of to just find that nothing and everything together. It's almost like a solitude of them two coming together, that it's both. Being out in nature, get out in nature, get in contact with it, spend some time in it, move around in it. That physicality, that matter is very important to this, and it's very important at creating that meaning and helping to find that meaning of what we're doing here, why we're doing it, why is it important, why does it matter, why is it everything, and so forth. So get out, move around in nature, and really start to experience it, start to feel it. And if if you want to work on this more, you want to kind of do this more, then please do kind of get in touch, do start a conversation. But also, if you're based in the Ribble Valley area, the Clitheroe area, there are some good things happening soon. We've got a men's group starting that will kind of look at this kind of Your Story Matters thing and moving and being out in nature. There's also women's groups that do this, so I can kind of put you forward that way as well. But also just, get in touch and we can get you involved in one of the classes that we run in this area, whether it be kind of the embodied movement, the move more, or just getting out in nature and doing a bit of a fitness class to just learn a bit more and experience it so you can go away and do it yourself. So yes, this was nothing and everything. This post itself is nothing and it's everything. So that was just that one. I really wanted to get that one out there. It's one of my favourite quotes. So hopefully we can continue this and it will grow. And hopefully as as I develop this message and we start conversations, then hopefully the message will grow as well. This has been Thoughts from a Tree. I'm Matt, and I will see you next time.